Hello, welcome to this module, and this is about thinking big smartly. Very important. People keep saying think big, dream big. I agree 100%, but you gotta dream big and think big smartly, strategically, and that's very important. So you have this big sky thinking plus some brains, because that's how you get ahead. It must be coupled, your big thinking and dreaming big, with strategy and being bold. Because most fail because they don't think big enough. So people say, I want to get to this uni, I want to get to that uni, but you have to say, I am going to get to Oxford, I will get to Imperial, I will get to Cambridge, I will get to LSE, I'll get to Harvard. I am already there. I am doing this, I'm doing that, I've done it through this way, I went through that way. So you're going to be thinking big, but smartly, with bold strategic choices and pathways where you have planned out. So the first hurdle people go is they don't think big enough to the top, but then when they think big enough, they don't have very concrete steps or pathways, or they don't have any ability to have a actual strategic plan in place. So let's talk about thinking big. How do you make those first footsteps on the moon? Forget preconceived notions. Forget this notion, if you're good enough, this is my background, this is my family. My family never went to university. I never had the best grades at high school. I was a laughing stock at times, but I never thought. I thought I was good enough. I didn't make my background a thing in my head, and I didn't ask myself, what if I don't fit in, or what happens here and there. Forget all that. Most of the things, 99% of things you worry about does not even happen. So make sure you go full blast, forget all your preconceived notions. And you have to understand that even though you're dreaming of this place, you're studying hard, and everything in the world seems like getting this place at this elite university, your life and career is bigger than that university. That university is actually a tool for you to get your master's or your bachelor's, your PhD, for you to then use that tool, that degree, to get a career or do something you love, or do something that you're passionate about, or make some money. So that's important to understand, that A, you forget the preconceived notion, and B, you say, this university is just a tool. I love to get there, but I'm doing it for a reason. So you got to have big picture graduation thinking. What happens after your graduation? Where am I going to go? What's my personal life goals? At this age, how rich am I going to be? At this age, will I finish my PhD? Will I finish my master's? At this age, am I going to go on to an MBA? At this stage, am I going to start a family? Am I going to be comfortable? Am I going to open a business? Am I going to change careers? So you're going to think that broadly and say, this is just all a stepping tool from after the university. And also, you're going to understand other things and other people matter as well. No matter what you're thinking big, and if you might be scared of applying, you're going to think of your parents and loved ones. Yes, I apply, but there's more better things in life than this university. So you've got to be fearless and go after it. And, placing this university compared to your family, your loved ones, and the bigger picture in life. So you realize this university place is very small at the moment. And that's why you have to have fearlessness and go after it. So what I say is, tell a movie style story about yourself. I come from here, I got from here, I'm going here. I've already been there. Just make it a past tense. Act it out. Pretend that you're already there, that you've already graduated and you're going on. And then your mind will believe, and you trick yourself. Then you understand, all the fears and doubts will slowly go away. Because once you trick yourself saying you already applied, you want to apply, you're already there, you graduated, you understand that it works. And this is not this fairy thing, say positive thinking, you do it. It's just a way to make your mind ready to apply. I'm not saying you just keep doing this. You have to get your mindset right, then apply. Then apply the other modules you learn about on how to apply for universities. So be confident, as Steve Jobs said, that all the dots will connect when looking back. There's no point making dots now and saying, what happens what happens if this happens, that happens. Make sure when, let's say, forget everything. Let's think big. Let's go after this university or these universities. Let's apply, and let me look back what happens when I get there and after these applications. Now, you talk about thinking big, but how do you do thinking big smartly? You have to know your abilities and talents, guys and girls. You need to know where you're good at. And what I say to my students and my family members who are young and going into university and studying, and my friends and families, the talent is what you do easiest compared to others with least effect. So if you can bake a cake very easily and you don't put much effort into it, that's your talent. What compared to others, what can you do with ease and least effect? Because you don't want too much effort in, and that's not being lazy. It means that you can do more work in your talented field. If you have a maths book and you can finish it within 30 minutes, just an example, and others take 2 hours, that means that you have 1.5 hours more to finish more maths books, or maybe finish 2 and have 1 hour extra just to do something else. So it's important because it gives yourself more time to do more things, and that equates to more money if you do more things at work, and also equates at university. You can do more extracurricular activities and then do work as well, because your talent makes it easy for you. So the more the talent makes it easy and less effort is, more time you have. And time is the number one thing you're going after, because time equals freedom. So the more time you can get back to yourself, because your talents are working easily and effortlessly, the more easy for you to do more things. And the more things you do, the better the CV and the quality of life is, and how quickly you can apply and get into these places. So that's very important. Know your abilities and talents. And to do this, just ask yourself, which subjects are simple to prepare for me? So if it's maths, yes, I get maths, easy peasy. Can I do this? So you should know what subjects and go after those subjects. And I also say to people, passion is oversold and overestimated. Everyone says, you should be passionate, you should do something like this. Yes, to a degree, but passion actually comes to you if you find things easy and you find it that you're doing it quicker than others. Then you find it enjoyable because you're making a good progress at quick speed. That's because your talent is helping you. So I believe passion and talent are linked. So if you find what's easy and your talent, and then the passion will come because you can do it. And again, if your talent subject is maths, your passion can be accounting, your passion can be physics, your passion can be money management, financial management, because that means that maths, which is a fundamental subject you find easy, can be then channeled towards your passion. So first of all, know your abilities and talent, and be strategic and smart to apply for those subjects at universities. Because the talent pool in Harvard is already hard. Why make it harder for yourself? If you're gifted at maths or science and you are not very good at English, why apply to English at Harvard or at Oxford? Just go with what your gut says and what you're good at. Be strategic, then you can change around, and then you can find your passion. Is the university good for your talent subject? That's very important. People say, I want to go to Oxford, I want to go to Harvard, I want to go to Cambridge. But are these good for your areas? The Cambridge laboratories are very good for physics. Oxford might be very good for politics and law. I'm just saying this. Harvard may be good for certain subjects as well. So you need to understand if your department or your university is known for something very good. LSE is known outstanding for economics, which is known for economics better than Oxford and Cambridge. So you have to understand that you have to look at the university and the subject and say, does this match my ease and my talent? And shall I just go for that university which is known for the subject? And also strategically think about, do you know anyone that's already studying there? So if you know someone from your family or local areas that's gone there, you can target that university because you have a network already. You know how to apply. You know what to look for. You know what things will go wrong or right by asking that person. So you're thinking smartly. You have some options because you know people already gone there. So you can be one step ahead. And also think about if you can travel or if you have any networks, you can look at the teachers and students and talk to them. So again, you're thinking smartly, saying, okay, you got 5 universities, but out of these 3 universities, I know someone that goes there, or someone on my LinkedIn knows someone that goes there. So you can reach out to them. There's a South African guy that knew that I went to Oxford because I'd done some little business with him, and 8 months later, he came back to me and said, oh, remember you went to Oxford, can you help me? Because I'm looking to go there because I knew you went there and that you can help me. So he was being very smart. He thought big because from South Africa he wanted to get to Oxford, but he also thought smartly because he actually approached me and he knew that I went to Oxford. So that's thinking big smartly. And also think about, will you ace the subject in entry exams? And if you still have time, as I said, time. If there's entry exams, can you have time to do all the extra other requirements universities need and still do entry exams and get the grades you need to get to university? You can do that if you find your talent. If one subject's very easy or a couple of subjects are very easy, you can do those things at the same time, have enough time because you finish those subjects very quickly because your talent allows you to save time. And with that time, you can do extracurricular preps. You can also do entry exam prep and so forth. So you got to think smartly as well about the right subject and where your talent will fit. In summary, make life easy for yourself. I don't know why people go out there and say, I'm going to some hard university to enter, let's make it even harder. Don't think about it. Think big about elite universities. Choose the subject which is easy for you, right? The passion and talent will come, but choose what's easy for you. Example is Jeff Bezos in this slide here. He was a genius at his kind of school and his state level. And then he went to Princeton for physics. He loved physics. He loved the outside universe. He wanted to travel into the universe, into space. But when he found a colleague of his at Princeton doing a math physics equation way better than him, and he was way behind, he realized that he might have been talented for his school pool, but he was not talented on the global level because there are people much brighter than him for physics. But him being a clever guy, he was smart. He thought big but smartly. Then he went into other industries, eventually set up Amazon, took that to $1 trillion valuation currently. And now he's using his passion, which was physics, space, and he had a bit of physics education to go to space, where Blue Origin at. So he's a guy that was thinking big from a young age, but was smartly knowing where his weaknesses are and how easy he should be taking life in different other angles. He by no means he took life easy, but he made it easier for himself. And also make sure you have time to do other requirements for the university, because they might ask for different other things like extracurricular activities. Never let others in the environment discourage you. A lot of people say, you're crazy, you're applying for this place. Don't listen to them. They might be crazy because they didn't apply, but at least you won't have any regrets because you applied and you tried. Work out, if you know the past, present, or future students or staff, be strategic because they can help you with certain applications and help in interviews and so forth, some tips and hints. And don't get carried away with passion and dreams of careers. That will come to you. First of all, as Steve Jobs, make it easy for yourself. If you know that your talent is easy at one thing, but then you compare to others, make everything easy. Talent is something that you do better than others with less time. And so if you finish something very quickly, it saves time and you can devote that time, energy for something else. Be strategic. Think big, guys, but think smartly. As I said, think big, smartly, and bold. Thanks, guys. I'll see you at the next lesson.